India's efforts to reduce poverty have resulted in a remarkable outcome. According to a United Nations Development Programme report, India has successfully pulled a whopping 415 million people out of poverty. And what makes this an exceptional feat is that India did this in just 15 years. To put the numbers in perspective, India has pulled the equivalent of US and Germany's combined population over the poverty line. As per the Global Multidimensional Poverty Index, which was released by UNDP and the Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative at the University of Oxford, India has halved its MPI in less than 15 years. For those who don't know, MPI or Multidimensional Poverty Index captures the deprivations that a poor person faces with respect to education, health, and living standards. There are other countries who have successfully halved their MPI during the same period, but the sheer numbers in case of India make it perhaps the greatest achievement for the country in recent times. Other countries which have halved their MPIs in 15 years include Cambodia, China, Congo, India, Indonesia, Morocco, Serbia, and Vietnam. This proves that rapid progress is possible, so long as right policies are put in place and implemented effectively. To put the immensity of the numbers involved in perspective, consider this. China took 4 years between 2010 to 2014 to pull 69 million people out of poverty. It took Indonesia 5 years to pull just 8 million people over the poverty line. Earlier in April, India surpassed China to become the most populous country with 142 crore people. In 2005-2006, about 645 million people were in multidimensional poverty in India. This number declined to about 370 million by 2015-2016 and to 230 million by 2019-2021. Furthermore, the report also noted that deprivation in all indicators declined in India, and the poorest states and groups, including children and people in disadvantaged caste groups, had the fastest absolute progress. As per the report, the nutrition indicator in India declined from 44.3% in 2005-2006 to 11.8% by 2021. Child mortality during the same period fell from 4.5% to 1.5%. Drinking water numbers fell from 16.4% to 2.7%. The number of people who did not have access to electricity fell from 29 to 2.1%. Housing also saw a massive reduction, from 44.9 to 13.6%. Pulling so many people over the poverty line by ensuring availability of nutritional food, reducing child mortality through better healthcare facilities, clean drinking water, housing, and electrification is no mean task. For managing to do it in such a short span of time, India can take a moment to pat itself on the back. But with millions just marginally above the poverty line, India must put its head down and get back to work once again.
Should I stock up on some global brands?
Diversify investments with global stocks. Invest.
Diversification is interesting. Should I invest in global markets?
You only progress when you ask better questions. Mint. Think ahead, think growth.